Hi, everybody. Welcome to The New Normal. I'm your host, Lisa Davis, aka Light Queen Lisa, and I'm here with my beautiful mother, Crypto Nana, for LTC because it's been Thanksgiving. So we all came home to Nana's and had a wonderful meal. If you hear chirping or whining dog noises, that is my little dog, Roxy. She got really upset because Nana fed the chickens some Thanksgiving leftovers, and
she thought she should have them.
The dog thinks she should have them, and she just can't let it go. So she's running around pouting around the house. So apologize for that. But we'll be right back with somebody else who probably had a great Thanksgiving, my buddy Westwood. So you guys check out this quick message, and we'll be right back. Hey there, Westwood. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you had a great day with your family.
Howdy, ladies. Had a great day. We were in the bar last night and invited some family over. I've got Magic Mitch with me, Merry Mitchmas.
Yes.
Magical Mitch. Every Monday he does the motivational Mitch. He's a Mitch of all colors. Mitch of all jackets and trades. Well, he can do it all.
You guys have been busy today working on all kinds of projects.
All week. Been working on the Crypto condo. The little Westwood condo.
Stumble Inn.
Huh?
I thought it was the Stumble Inn.
The Stumble Inn, yeah, also known as the Westwood condo. The Stumble Inn. I got to get that neon sign ordered. So if anybody makes neon signs, they can make me that up. Remember at Porky's, where they had the pig going like this? I need a neon sign that says the Stumble Inn, and maybe we can have like somebody like do and then falling down like that on the neon. Wouldn't that be good? So yeah. We're working on the Stumble In. And
speaking of neon signs, Mom donated a campfire back when Voltage Goat was creating the crypto campfires. She ordered one and she donated one to Mitch's effort and so he's going to do something with that to benefit Mitchmas, and that'll be cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Absolutely. Merry Mitchmas, where Mitch tries to find a cause, find someone who is in need during the Christmas season, during the holiday season, and, just wants to help other people out. And, he's the point man on all that. And that's what Mitchmas is. And so thanks for donating that, Nana.
And
it's an awesome sign.
And on that note, if I could just say one thing, thinking about helping other people and being thankful, a very dear friend of mine has a niece named Allison in the Phoenix area who is in the hospital, and she is a young mother with 2 children, and they put her on a ventilator. So if everybody could you're not a praying kind of person, if you just think a good thought for Allison that she'll be home with her boys, I would appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I think everybody will do that. And that's just it. It's like you said, prayer, thought, intention.
Intention,
put good intentions.
It's all real. Right. Yeah, it's real. We're energy, and our energy is real.
Absolutely is. Put that good energy out there for Allison. And
I think that brings up a great point. Like, we all get excited and we're around our family, but some of these holidays bring up, some difficult times for people that are remembering their loved ones that aren't here, and we're going through what we're going through in our country right now and all over the world. There's a lot of people that these holiday times are especially hard because they're remembering who's not at the Thanksgiving table this year.
Absolutely.
So that is, really a good reminder to think about others and just kind of reach out to people that might be alone during the holidays, and send in some good energy out there to everybody.
And tell those people that you love them, that you care.
Yep. Give them a hug. Might be the last hug you give them. You never know.
Yeah, don't take tomorrow for granted.
No, never.
Papa told me that even though I was really a mess when I was younger, I turned out really wonderful.
Well, that's good. That's always good to hear.
Said, even though you always went off half cocked when you were younger all the time, but you ended up turning out really wonderful.
Now you're only quarter cocked.
Thanks, Papa. I think that's a compliment.
I think that was a compliment.
I don't know.
I think that's a good compliment.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Turned out all right. Well, that's it. It's never too late to change. It's never too late to do better and leave things better than you found them.
Yeah.
Oh, Litecoin Lisa, what you drinking there?
I'm having, actually, we ran out because my brother was here with his family. And everyone, this is one thing. So we introduce, everybody's like, what do you drink? And then they all get hooked on it. We get everybody hooked on Fresca and Tito's. Once you drink it. Well, Nana's hardcore. Yeah.
Gin and tonic, elderflower.
Gin and tonic. But so my brother and his family was here, so we all blast through the Fresca. Yeah. And we're in my car, so you can only bring 2.
Oh, so the funk is not happening. You're not bringing enough Fresca for the road.
I cannot. Yeah, so we ran out. So
she's the bad dog.
Jenna, my niece, and Charlie.
Oh, there's that sweetheart. Go ahead.
Yeah, she's being bad right now.
She's being very bad. She's running around the house just crying all the time.
Yes.
Be careful.
Yes. Okay.
But anyway, they ran to the store and got some more Fresca. So the day is saved.
Save the day.
Happy hours rescued.
Happy hours rescued. All right. Somebody sent out the Fresca signal.
What are you drinking, Westwood?
I'm drinking whatever I can find. I've got I don't know what it is. It's some kind of Canadian whiskey and cream soda right now.
Like, I'm not picky.
I took a few days off after last week because last week was, you know how I get after a week of preparing and then, and having everybody over and, by the end of it, I'm just like, all right, I'm not smoking any more cigars and I'm not going to drink anything. And so I took a few days off. And so this is like the first day that, I'm really having some drinks and lighting up a full cigar and I'm feeling better now. I'm feeling good. It's exhausting. I mean, it really is. I mean, it's a drain, and I love that everybody's here. It's just, I love the energy when everybody's here, but it's, up all night, up till 3 a.m, and it's just like, I don't want to miss any time. You know how it is. It's like, you want to savor every moment and, so you just zap yourself and.
Well, just wait till Florida. So I got a commitment from Bix and Amy. They're going to be staying with us at the Airbnb.
Are they really? So it's all done, all taken care of? Because you were texting me and it was like back and forth, and then I never heard anything.
Yep.
Nope. So you got it all done.
Done. Your whole fam's coming, and
yes, they are.
Bix and Amy are going to be staying with us.
Holy cow, that's going to be a great event.
Amber's coming with me.
Amazing.
And we're going to stay there and maybe have that Saturday afternoon boat ride thing. We'll do like a separate.
Well, we're gonna have to balance the boat because I'm not the smallest guy lately. We're gonna have to make sure we're gonna have to get on the scale, and like segregate everything and get it right. Because
you looked great. I saw you in Peoria. You looked great.
Oh man, I'm so heavy right now, and here I am. I was on my knees all week. In the attic, crawling around on all these wood. What do you call it, Mitch? All that stuff in the attic, the wood stuff. Is it a rafter? What I was crawling around on my shins and knees. Oh my God! All this weight on that. I didn't say a word up there. Didn't complain one bit, did I?
But now you're going to bitch about it.
Yeah, I did. I was just me and God, at that point, and up in the ceiling. But it was good. I mean, we got almost all the wiring done except a couple of drops, and so it was a good week. I mean, we got a lot done.
Let me put my banner up. So everybody, if you guys can make it to Florida, please check out clintwestwood.net. All the information's there. I also heard from our buddy Daniel. He wanted to send something for the holidays. I don't know if that's for the meetup or if that's just because he's our friend. And
I think it's just it's something for Christmas. Yeah, for the holidays.
Okay. Well, it's very sweet to hear from him.
He's a good dude. He is. And they've got a great deal going on right now. I mean, on Black Friday, it's like 40% off of all the fees, at the coin flip ATM. 40% discount.
Was
I go to
I
coin flip.
Retweeted it.
Yeah, go to the coin flip on Twitter, or go to coinflip.tech, TECH, and then follow them, find them, and they give good discount codes, and you can just put cash in the ATM and you got crypto and you walk away. Done deal.
Yeah, they have a really good one.
Joists. Yeah, joists. That's what I'm talking about. I was climbing on the joists.
Joists.
Oh, wrong one.
Sorry. Yeah. But yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Giving thanks.
Anyway, I'm trying to think of who else. So Public's going to come.
Yes. Okay,
and
good.
then Rice and Kenny Bozak are talking about coming.
Wow.
Miriam Haneen lives in that area and is
Really?
going to come and wants to speak.
And Jenny Moonstone.
And we're going to bring Jenny Moonstone over from Miami. So I haven't confirmed with her, but I'm pretty sure if Big's going to go there, she'll come over.
All right, I'm a little concerned now. I'm actually going to have to do a pretty good presentation for the class on Saturday because we've got a lot of eyes on.
And the other thing is Mame was talking about coming out too.
I'll just hand it over to her and she can talk about everything.
Well, she wants to maybe
help.
share about NFTs because she's
I think that'd be awesome.
A class, and it may be part of the when we were out in Utah doing the Utah Valley University, they're going to maybe have her NFT class as part of their certification for Bitcoin class at the university there. So that might be kind of cool if we expand the 101 just for December.
No, like, I think that's a great idea, Lisa.
And then Amber is a public account or a CPA, and she has some other financial degree kind of stuff. And she had maybe some tips or information that she might want to share. So I thought, man, we might really do kind of a bigger class on Saturday.
Different
For everybody.
topics,
Yeah, just because drop it in there, the link, just
He's not listening to you all the
because
time.
I usually do.
Talking to the wind.
Talking to my friends in the chat.
That's
So-
right.
They're watching the show.
Lisa, that's a great idea because I've been thinking about that because, I'm just listen, all I am is just that person. I try and, lay out.
You do a great job with the class. It's very much covers the basics, talks about money, gives people in that Monarch wallet, get the Litecoin from Change Angel. I
Right.
think
And I want to get them set up. I want to get the basics set up, so that people understand, hey, money's, the system, it's messed up. And this is an answer. And then, there are so many breakout sessions. That's what I keep thinking of. We have people who are experts in this and experts in that. I'm not an expert in anything. I'm just kind of like, if I can inspire somebody, I'm happy. Get people,
Okay.
Well, anyway, I can give hugs.
Yes,
But,
you're an expert hug giver.
I'm an expert hugger, certified hugger. But, that's what I want to see. I want to see more people, because everybody has different interests. I mean, there's so much going on in crypto. There's DeFi. You talk to JMac, and I'm like, holy cow, this guy. I'm just like trying to keep up.
That, JMac has donated those Oculus glasses. Do you have those?
It's sealed in the box.
Okay.
Yes.
And we are going to be
I'll go get them. Keep
selling
talking.
tickets for those. And you're going to be able to buy tickets and even participate, even if you aren't able to go to Florida. We're going to do it through my PayPal link, and we'll do through my PayPal link. You'll be able to purchase tickets even if you don't attend the Florida event. What's the value of those? Like close to $300?
It's like $300, I think.
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, you see the shiny packaging sealed. I mean, it's
So yeah, these are the brand new Oculus that allow you to engage in the metaverse, the virtual reality.
Yeah.
Mhm.
and I was up on the roller coaster shooting targets and
I have
doing my
video.
thing. And Lisa has video. You have to join the After Hours Patreon to see the video of it. But she's got
I'll put it
video.
up there.
Is it that deep state coin that works with Oculus?
I do not know.
I'm not sure.
The DXO is there's one of
I
those
don't-
that are going to be working with the Oculus, I believe.
I don't know anything about those deep state coins. I'm all in Litecoin, and that's just the Litecoin.
No,
I mean,
not that kind.
Oh,
Not deep state.
Deep space.
State.
Oh, deep space. I thought you said okay.
I may have
said
said
something
that.
else.
Oh,
I misspoke.
but yeah.
Freudian slip.
Mind lately.
Freudian
absorption.
Crazy news.
Yes, a Freudian slip. But anyway,
Deep
so we
space.
will have that opportunity available, and you'll be able to purchase tickets through my PayPal link. Did we decide what the tickets sales were?
I don't know. I don't know anything about this. I'm just showing up in Florida sometime in December.
Okay.
I got a place to stay. I'm good to go. I mean,
Okay. All right. I'll have it figured
bring
out
some
by next
Tito's,
hour.
and, bring
Hop
some.
the train and he'll meet you down
Yeah, for sure. So we'll have it figured out by next happy hour and have that all announced for you guys. Hopefully you'll be at Florida with us.
Just get there. Oh, I'm trying to reach this.
Yeah, there are great Airbnb options. There's some great hotels around there. We're going to be at the hangar which is in St. Pete's. And we have a generous
Beer and
donor
Chicken Wings is
providing that.
asking when it is.
Just
If you go to clintwestwood.net, you'll see all the details. The dates,
17th.
times, all that.
Remember the 17th letter?
yes, our
December
favorite letter.
17th.
So you can just remember that.
Yeah.
It'll be on.
And you know what? If you're fortunate in this raffle, in this giveaway, in whatever we're doing here, where you can win things and support Happy Hour on the road, you might get one of these because even Litecoin Lisa does not have a signed picture.
I don't. I just
Clint
have a
Westwood.
picture, but I do not have the signed
She doesn't have the signed one. I mean, it's a rare thing,
Yeah.
Well, anybody that's into crypto memorabilia, that has to be
that right there. I'll tell you what. There's only so many signed pictures to go around, and even Litecoin Lisa doesn't even have one.
Yeah, me neither. I mean,
I know. I mean, it's
wow.
kind of a big deal.
It's definitely special.
And next year, because we were going to do it this year, and
It's
then
cold out.
it was cold. We never got around to it. We were going to add more people on
Oh,
it
how fun.
and try to redo it. But maybe we need to do just one picture a year and make that the
Limited edition,
yeah.
series. I mean, you don't have,
That's an idea.
next year it's going to be Litecoin Lisa on the scooter, and she's going to sign it, and you're going to want the whole collection. I mean, the NFT collection is going to be huge, absolutely amazing. You're going to want
Right up there with the crypto kitties. I can see it now.
It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be the best NFT collection ever, and it's gonna be hard to get. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Yeah. So good stuff. So speaking of, well, you were talking about it earlier.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Crazy things going on in the market. The Dow dropped 905 points.
And what percentage was that? And everybody's freaking out probably. I mean, what's that, like probably
No,
5% or something?
No. It's huge. The Dow. I'm talking about the
What is
stock
it like?
market.
It's like
It's
34,000.
the most
and then
it's dropped the entire year. Like today was Black Friday.
So everybody's freaking out.
Everybody's freaking out, as they should. The Turkish lira has collapsed or is collapsing. And Jim Willie did a great video with John Claude today, and he gave two explanations for that. And the first one's he even said, he's like, well, I can give you two explanations. First one's this fluffy one that NATO's pissed because Turkey gave Russians, cheap hotel prices and this. Or the other one is that, some people we know might have shut down the illegal drug trade in Turkey, and so they no longer have their commodity. And
so they no longer have cash flow.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. I mean, if you look at it,
I vote door number 2.
You know what I think? I think you should maybe get a little bit of silver in your pocket.
I
Might
think
be a good thing to have.
You should have your assets in your possession, and you should have some silver, to hedge your bets for sure.
You're okay.
A little bit of silver, a little bit of Litecoin, a little bit of copper.
Yep.
Yep.
Definitely.
Good stuff. I mean, it's all about having the asset, because I was looking for some spray foam insulation that I finally ordered. Mitch is like, you need to order this. You need to get this done so we can get this wall done. I'm like, all right, finally got it. And I'll tell you what, it was hard to find it. It was very difficult to source it at this point. And it was like probably a week and a half out to be able to get where I got it at. I mean, it's just everything I see, little things, they're drying up. It's hard to find the stuff. So, I mean, I don't know. You can call it supply chain. You can call it whatever you want. I don't care what it is. The fact is, it's harder to get stuff. Yeah. And, I said this earlier in the year. If you need something, you should probably buy it. It doesn't matter what the cost of it is. It's just, if you're going to need it, you should probably get it, because you might be a freaking multi-millionaire. It could be crypto, silver, whatever goes up. But the thing is, if nobody's going to sell you stuff, that's why I stock up on whiskey, cigars. What else? What else do we need? Stuff like that. I mean, if you might not be able to buy it because you can't get it, because nobody's going to sell it to you because they just don't want to. And I mean, sometimes there's not a price on things. There's just not a price.
Yeah, there may be that barter system coming into play.
Yeah.
And then also,
give me one of those.
Like you said, the scarcity.
Give me that. I'll show you. All right. You might not be able to get a 1 pound or half pound Reese's peanut butter cup times 2 in a package. You might not be able to get that one day. And I'll tell you what, that's some comfort food. When things go south, you're gonna want some chocolate and peanut butter.
Not me.
Or, you know, a Snicker bar that's the size of a loaf of bread.
Oh my gosh,
Look
you
at that thing.
guys,
Boom.
that's terrible.
Well, we
Why are you
didn't open it
eating
yet. We're not eating on it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just, man,
You
that
guys
thing.
are doing so good. You're working out together.
I
Doing
know.
so good.
But, you know, it was on sale. It was cheap. You know, so I had to get it when I was getting wire that was not cheap.
Okay, so it made you feel better about buying the expensive wire.
I guess. You know, I felt like I got a deal.
Some cheap chocolate.
Right. Whatever.
Crazy.
Yeah. So you want to get the stuff you need. I mean, really, I'm just being honest. I mean, I'm being serious now.
I think everybody knows.
I think so too.
I think the
so
people on
too.
our.
I think so too.
I think our community knows.
I think so. Everybody's up to the speed. You know, they know what's going on. So I didn't watch your show all week. Didn't watch anything. Litecoin Lisa all week. I've been working.
Wow.
Didn't have a chance to jump in the chat.
You
Didn't have a
missed
chance to do
out.
anything. I missed everything. I don't even know where I'm at right now. I mean, you know, it's like just a time warp from last week. You know, we're all together, and to this week, I have no idea what went on between then and now, and I don't know.
It's just
So
really
tell me.
exciting.
Fill me in.
So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff happening with El Salvador. There's Bitcoin dip today, and last night, I guess. And El Salvador bought over 200 more Bitcoin. They set up their own treasury basically and started issuing treasury bonds, which pissed off the IMF.
Good.
They don't care.
This is what has to happen, though. This is the destruction of the old system.
Yes.
Because at the fringes,
So
the small nations, you know, you think of the Roman Empire, and I know I'm interrupting you, but I think of the Roman Empire. You know, the Roman Empire, you know, it's the whole, you know, all of civilization, and they had, you know, outposts in England. I mean, you know, you think about that. You go across Europe, you got to go across the English Channel, and you've got outposts over there. Well, I mean, those start frittering away first because it's hard to control those things that are on the fringes, you know, because it's so far away from Rome. And you got to get supplies in, you got to get all this stuff in. I see it the same way now, you know, with the United States having not us, but, you know, the United States corporation having control over the world like it did. And now you're starting to see all the tiny countries kind of on the fringes starting to, we're not going to play that game anymore. We're going to find ways around it. We're not going to participate in the system. We're not going to participate in the global system anymore. And how are you going to control that when all these little countries start doing things that are conducive to their well-being and not participating into the, you know, establishment system? You're not going to be able to control it, and eventually it's just going to crumble.
Well,
from
and
the
that's
outside
the thing is
and then
that
come in.
other countries are seeing it. The third richest man in Mexico made a statement and said that to buy Bitcoin because with the U.S. printing money like I can't remember if he said a spoiled child or a irresponsible child or something like that. It's a dangerous thing. And so what that says to me is he's getting rid of his U.S. dollars, which means those are going to be coming back to the U.S.
They're out there.
So not only are they printing more money, all the people that used to hold U.S. dollars as a store of wealth, those are coming back to the U.S. And I think that was in Cliff High's data.
I think so. Where it's just going to all come home and just dump on us.
That's the other thing.
We've exported the inflation to all these countries. I mean, that's what we've been doing for years. We've exported the inflation. You know, China says, hey, we want to build our industrial base. You know, all these little countries, you know, they want to build up their bases, you know, and produce things. And so it's like, hey, there's an unlimited supply of dollars. Yeah, we'll take all you can get. Take all we can get. And, you know, and so they're producing, you know, and it's still greasing that engine, you know. It gets to a point, though, it's like, wait a minute, you know, the grease is just kind of, it's running out. You know, that fuel doesn't go so far, you know, because it's losing value. And they start thinking, okay, I think we can do this on our own now. We're going to do our own thing, and we're going to figure it out on our own. And the tools are there now. You've got Bitcoin, you've got Litecoin, you've got crypto, you've got sound money outside the old system.
Nana's proud. She's got her little eggs. She put her chickens up.
Look at that. Magical eggs.
Magic eggs. The other thing is that all the on-ramps are there. You know, we're seeing things like, even though PayPal, you can't have it in your own possession, all these on-ramps are there. The banks are set up saying that they'll help people with custodial options. You know, there are things like Cash App. There are the exchanges. Kraken delisted, or Kraken, no, I'm sorry, not Kraken. Was
No,
it Kraken UK?
delisted Monero.
Monero,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's in UK. They
Yeah.
delisted Monero, which that's kind of a heads up that, the big guys don't like the privacy stuff.
No.
And why is that? Because they know we're getting close to this thing where they're losing control.
Yep.
So I think those are all kind of
They
things
want us in the system. They want us in that new system to where they're trying to convince us, hey, we've got these new CBDCs coming out. It's going to be, it's so great. And it's just, who's going to buy into it? I mean, you look around, who's buying into what's going on right now?
People that don't know what's going on.
Right. And that's why we go on the road, to try and educate
Right.
people, to try and help people, to try and help them understand that the old system doesn't really work, and that, the minimum wage, in 1964, I guess that's the thing. Would you take these 5 quarters, for an hour for minimum wage? And they'll be like, I'm not going to take 5 quarters an hour for minimum wage. And then they realize, well, wait a minute, those are 5 silver quarters, 90% silver. That's worth over $22 an hour. Maybe I will take that for minimum wage,
Right.
and because it's sound money, because it actually had, something of value in it. And now there's no value in the money. There's nothing. It's just the full faith and confidence of the United States government. Oh, I feel real confident. How confident do you feel right now in the leadership that's up there?
I feel confident in my decisions, knowing what I believe is going on.
Right. But I mean, you look at the show, show that's going on, and it's, how can you have faith in that?
I don't.
I know.
I know what's going on.
And that's what's backing the so-called dollar, which is really a Federal Reserve note.
Something came in
Yes.
when Nana went to get a chicken.
I open the doors and things come flying.
And that's how I feel about the old system.
Yes. Burn it.
Crush it.
Crush it. No, I'm excited about the future. I mean, I know it's a scary time for everybody, but to me, like, bring the truth out, bring the light. And I think it's interesting that if you look at, there was a tweet, and it said, we're not meant to show the light, we're meant to be the light, or something like that. And I thought, man, but the light, and it showed a candle, and I thought, yeah, it's that fire, and fire purifies things, it burns it down. And I thought, man, I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
I'm ready for us to, like, burn this broken system down, and for people to see the truth, like, burn all the lies down, get rid of all this stuff. And so the other thing was that I went back to my little Sasha Monet that I adore on Twitter. She posted.
She's got nice hair.
She has what?
She has nice hair.
She does have nice hair.
I like it.
She has blue hair.
I know.
So she's posted something about, what happened to Sidney Powell saying, I'm going to release the Kraken, and then nothing happened. And I said, oh, but it did. And then I posted that DOD video about the Kraken and being the simulator. Yeah. And then I posted my video because it's saved on Odyssey from my old channel.
Yes.
And so I went back from December 1st. And if you go in about 31 minutes, I talk about special powers of general counsel and
we still have that going on, don't we?
That is still going on. And
Yeah.
I talk about how that could go on, and if you find other things, and then I talk about how that works and how it is then the process in which it's disclosed, and they disclose it to Congress after everything is done.
Mm-hmm. And everything.
Yeah, because there's a procedure. I mean,
Right,
there's
but
a whole
that goes
procedure
to-
to all this.
The remote viewing, if you watch crypto viewing,
Yep.
like, I know a lot of us watch the same shows. We're all a tribe, and we're all brought together for a lot of this awakening time, I think. So if you watch crypto viewing, one of the things the remote viewers saw was people in Congress, and they thought it was linked to the death of the dollar, which
They were
I think
speculating,
it is
but they
all.
just saw the figures of the people leaving.
Weeping and like they've lost
It's
power.
dead, gone. It's
and
dead.
shock,
They're
disbelief.
crying in shock. Yeah.
Yep.
So
That's
That
coming.
makes complete sense in this scenario. So pretty excited. I mean, I
because
think
if
it's
the
exciting.
military has to take over and we have to reestablish the republic, guess what? Those people go home. They don't have a job.
Right.
Mhm.
because they did not do what they were supposed to do. They did not follow the playbook called the Constitution that the people wrote, we the people. And you know what? At some point, you can run along for a long time. Sooner or later, God's going to cut you down.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think it's really exciting. There was another tweet today about the 45th Division of the National Guard, which is in my home state, Oklahoma. They were taking some action. And if you remember from, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, they have been denationalized because of their decision to support the guardsmen and women in their choices, in their health choices. And so basically they're like our first militia. So that was really interesting to see that happening. And like I said, it's just a really exciting time to think that we're here.
It's called decentralization. That's where we're at, and then as Cliff says, devolution. We are at that point where, okay, it's time to deconstruct all this stuff, and we are going to go a different direction because it's been nothing but leading towards that centralization of power at all places. I mean, Eisenhower talked about it in his farewell speech. I mean, the military-industrial complex. Now it's a medical-industrial complex. I mean, these complexes, the educational-industrial complex. I mean, it's all these things, and we've just been heading towards centralization, because they can print as much money as they want. And they continue to print as much money as they want. And they continue to put, the cream doesn't rise to the top. I mean, in that kind of system, the controllers, the tyrants rise to the top in that kind of system because there's money and they can be bought and paid for and put in places of power. It's not survival of the fittest at all. It's a situation where you've got people who will play by the rules of the established order, and that's a bad order. And they're going to be in positions of power, and they're going to call the shots. And it's like the grassroots people, you see the videos all the time on TikTok, on Twitter, and they're like, well, I'm quitting my job today. It's my last day, as an officer because, I'm not going to do what they tell me to do. Because, you've got some figurehead up here who's following orders because, he's going out and partying, not wearing a mask, doing whatever he wants to do, and, part of the system and feeling good, Hunger Games system. That's really what it is. You want to know what we're dealing with? We're dealing with the Hunger Games. You see these idiots all dressed up, it's all pageantry. Louis, get your head cut off, Marie Antoinette, let them eat cake. It's that kind of thing.
So
that we're
today is
now.
National Cake Day.
Well, there you go.
And it's also, and then I saw a tweet that said it's National Bread Day. No, I'm sorry.
National
Yes.
Cake Day.
Same thing, right?
And it's National Bread Day in France. So depending on what country you're in, they call it bread or cake.
Right.
What's another word for money?
Get you some dough, get you some bread.
Dough, bread. Cake.
Right.
I don't think they have to
Right.
call it cake, but bread or dough.
Mhm.
Right.
And I thought it was really interesting that we saw the stock market tank today. What will Monday bring? Will Monday be another Black Monday?
Could be. Very well could be. And the thing is, I don't care where crypto goes. I don't care if it says that, Litecoin's $100, Litecoin's $2, Litecoin's $1. I'll buy all I can get. But the thing is, I won't be able to buy it.
Yeah.
Because it's all just a number. The real utility of it, it's just like, okay, this week, I need electrical wire to get stuff done. What if I can't go buy it anywhere? And we had this instance, where we went over and Home Depot was completely out of wire that we needed a few weeks back.
Go to Menards. They have everything.
And I got it at Menards. But I mean, what if they're gone? What if it's out? I mean, and you need it. Again, it's better to have it and hold it than depend that it's on the system having it there. So they can say, if you're in the stock market, oh my gosh, I lost all this money on paper. Okay, yeah, that's fine. But the thing is, can you take possession of that?
Well, so
if you want to, you can with crypto.
Yeah, Jim Willie was talking about this on JC's show today. He said that a lot of the gold that that the U.S. has is paper gold.
Yeah,
we don't really
have loaned it all out.
They say that it's in transit or in.
Yeah,
they say it's moving around.
Right.
Yeah. That's not.
I don't understand.
Nobody's moving gold around. I mean,
nobody's moving it around.
No, they leave it in facilities, and
so
have liens on it.
This is going to pop at some point.
It is going to pop.
and be exposed. And then this weekend, Thanksgiving is traditionally when they show The Wizard of Oz, and
That's a big one right there.
And so my brother was here, and of course, bless our hearts. I mean, I can't help myself. Me and mom and dad are like talking about the system and corruption and what's really going on in the world and whatever. And my brother's just like, my poor sister-in-law, they're so wonderful people. And thank goodness they're like really intelligent. And so they're listening to what we're saying. And
silver slippers. That's what you're going to say, right?
Yes. I was like, that in the book originally
by L. Frank Baum.
Thank you, because I didn't know who wrote it. I said her slippers were silver, and it's on the gold. The yellow brick road is the gold, and the guy behind the curtain, the Wizard of Oz, that's the manipulating our money. That's all about the system manipulation. And they were just like, my brother's like, Lisa, do you want to watch the Wizard of Oz? Is that what you're saying?
No, but go back and look at it.
We can watch Family Vacation. It's fine. But
right, or Elf or whatever.
I'm just trying to educate you.
But no, that's what it is. If you look at that, it's an allegory of the monetary system. It really is. And because a lot of people, want to be on the silver standard. And I mean, you look at that whole book.
4 presidents that were murdered tried to put us on money.
On sound money, yeah. And you think,
that's
why?
What they have in common.
Why?
That's what they
because there's a lot of power there. Because Jefferson, you look at what he said. He said, the banking, what was it? It's more dangerous than a standing army. I'm paraphrasing. The banking system and taking over, it's more dangerous than a standing army. I mean, these people that take over control of your money, money is you. That's what it comes down to. The money should represent us. It should be a representation of our energy and our work.
It is. And our money, that is what
it's us.
That is the enslavement of us. If people would get this, the lesson that Ben tells us, that Ben taught me was money is just what we are storing. Like I go work, so that's my time, and I don't have something to save my time to use it later. Right. So I put it in money.
Right.
And that
needs to be sound
to save my time, my labor,
right,
to be used at a later time. So if people understood that actually money is what enslaves us.
Totally.
You putting it in a centralized system where somebody else has control of it.
It's a casino. You're taking your energy and getting poker chips in return that they own.
It's not even a casino. It's a prison.
It is a prison. Well, a casino is kind of a prison.
You're
it doesn't have windows.
Walking yourself in the prison door every time you use their system.
Absolutely are. You're that's the thing. We're not being forced to do anything right now.
Right.
Nothing. We're not being forced. We're being told that this is how it is. And you can make the choice.
We're being mandated.
Exactly. We voluntarily opt into it. We voluntarily opt into everything, especially what's going on right now. You voluntarily do it because there is nothing that compels you to do it. It's up to you. It's your body, your choice. You can do whatever you want. It's the same with money. You have an option to get out. We used to have gold and silver. Now we have a new option. You always talk about it, Lisa. Since 2009, we've got an option. Everything crashed. System died in 2008. Didn't have an option. Coincidentally, right after that, an option appeared out of nowhere. Satoshi Nakamoto. And now we have that option. And I think it's all about free will at this point. We can choose to do whatever we want to do. And it's like just like this week. I don't know what's going on Twitter. I haven't paid attention to the outside world. I know what's going on in my life. And that's it. And we got to start thinking that way as far as I'm going to do what I want to do. And nobody's going to affect my life. All this outside noise, just quit listening to that crap. They're just trying to feed you with mockingbird propaganda. Quit listening to it and just start making choices and doing things to just opt out and just say, I'm going to live my life. I'm going to do my own thing and things are going to work out. I have faith. I trust the plan and it is what it is. And we've got all the tools to do it. We just have to do it. Quit being a slave to someone else's, mantra and mentality. You trust yourself. That's really what it comes down to.
Well, you think about how biblical that is. Like
it is biblical.
When you talk about Revelation and all of that, they say that you'll have a choice. It's not even in Revelation that you'll have a choice.
There is always a choice until it all ends.
Right.
You know, you will always have a choice, and you
And
just
even
have to
in this, you
trust
have a
yourself.
choice. Yeah.
Trust that you're not just some cog in this system, because these people, these leaders, they're not leaders. I mean,
No.
trust yourself. I mean, you know your life better, and you know the people around you better than anybody else. And you just got to trust yourself and believe in yourself, and make the choices that are right for you and your family, and to hell with the consequences. I mean, honestly, and that's where to hell with it, because that's where it's going.
Right. No.
I love everybody. I want to give everybody hugs, and I want everybody to be empowered, and I want everybody to be lifted up, and just trust what you're doing is right.
Well, I'm sure it is. And that was, like I say, that's one of my big lessons in life, is that God's my protector and my provider. And anytime you put that on another human around you, that's you distrusting your relationship with God, the universe, and you're discounting yourself, number one.
Right.
You're also discounting God or the universe.
Right.
And so, like, that other person is not more special than you.
No, and they have their own motives, and they have their own agendas.
Yeah.
So man,
Yeah. You are magic.
talk to the left, because you ain't right.
That's right. That you are magic too. And you are worth it. Everybody
All magic.
So Pelosi bought a house in Florida.
Oh yeah.
$25 million.
Maybe we could go visit her. Maybe she'll come to the meetup.
Maybe
Yeah, I think the homeless people need to
Teach her a
go
little something.
that would be great. Maybe they could all come stay with her.
Yeah.
I'm sure she has lots of ice cream.
I'll give her a big hug.
Give her.
The last hug she ever gets.
Yeah.
She's kind of frail.
Also,
Don't know my own strength sometimes.
so one of the least medically intervened countries is South Africa, and they just were there's a supposedly there's a new
variant
bug coming out of there,
A new thing coming
and
out of the ground.
so
It's like one of those mud beetles coming out.
yeah.
They haven't seen it in
the
forever, and now it just popped
presidency
up.
has put a ban on that, which seems very racist to me.
It is racist,
He might
especially
be a
on Black
xenophobe.
Friday. Why do they call it that?
Yeah, he
I
might
know
be
why
a
they call it that,
xenophobe.
but
Yeah, and he did it on Black Friday. That's very racist.
He's a racist.
And so he did that country, and there's like 8 countries surrounding it. Put a travel ban on South Africa, and 8 countries surrounding it. Seems very racist to me.
Yeah, it is. It's not right. So, I'm just curious, I don't want to get anything too deep, but, if you fly now, I mean, maybe somebody knows in the chat, if you fly, which I'm not going to do unless I grow wings, but I'm not an angel, so it's not going to happen.
Yes, you are. You're an angel.
But if you travel now, if you fly, I mean, do you have to show proof negative of a test or something? Or, I mean, where are we at with all that?
Understanding you do have to take a test, but not the country.
Okay.
I don't think. Oh, do we get the flag?
No, we're good.
It's my understanding the rules are that you have to take a test only if you leave the country. Does anybody know?
Well, I'll tell you what, if I leave my house, I feel like I leave the country anymore, though. Really? No. I'm in a good area. I really am. I have a lot of good people around me. All around me now. I mean, it just gets better and better. All around me, I have people. It's just better and better. If you know what I mean. Even across the street. I mean, there's just people that
good people.
Yeah, good people everywhere. And that's it. It's a lighthouse. It's all about being a lighthouse. It's all about shining that light. It's all about calling people together and finding your tribe. And I mean, we're at that point. It's a spiritual war that we're in right now. It really is. And we just have to surround ourselves with good people. We really have to. And I mean, if you see negativity, if you see people that are bringing you down and they're just not fitting into what you believe, I mean, there's nothing wrong with, next and moving on, because it's just, you can't please everybody. You'll never please everybody. And you just have to be good right here in your heart that's connected to the universe, God, whatever you believe. It's that life force. When you believe that, it's going to work out, and you find like-minded people, and it's very validating, and it's very, very important right now in these times. It really is. I mean, all the people in the chat, all the people, I just can't say that enough. Trust yourself.
I know, and I love Thanksgiving. I love spending time with my family. One of the things, so my mom totally made fun. I thought they were making fun of me. My mom's like, we saved green bean casserole for Lisa because, okay, I don't know if you guys know what green bean casserole is.
Yes.
In the South, that's a
Love
thing.
So got the little onions on top, little fried onion things.
Yeah, it's literally cream of mushroom soup, canned green beans, Parmesan cheese. I love cheese. Don't you love cheese?
It's not in the original.
Oh, it's not in the original.
No, the shaved Parmesan's a secret ingredient.
So the cheese is, maybe that is the thing.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I'm like, I usually don't put that on there. Maybe now I know.
What's the state that is known for cheese?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Cheeseheads. I'm a Packer fan. I know that. Cheeseheads.
Cheeseheads.
Yeah, and I love that quarterback for doing what he didn't do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's fine.
So anyway, it's kind of cool. I guess the cheese really made a big difference. Maybe cheese will make a difference. So.
Yeah, just look into that cheese state.
Yeah, so
see
check
what's going on there.
Yeah, the state of cheese, I guess, made a difference around Thanksgiving this year. So it made a difference at our house because everybody was raving about my green bean casserole because I put Parmesan cheese in it. So anyway. I thought they were making fun of me.
Got to get you some cheese curds. They're good. And go visit the Beast of Bray Road, up there in that state. You ever see that one?
I haven't seen that.
I don't know. So I'm into some weird stuff now. All right.
Okay. Anyway, just something to look into. You guys, I'll send you the recipe. I can post it on my Patreon or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Good recipes.
More information.
Go follow Lisa on Patreon. She has all these recipes and more. Coming, from Nana and, all that knowledge.
Yeah.
You want $5 a month? I mean, what's $5 right now? It ought to be like $50 with inflation, right, Lisa? Get all these good recipes and know how to put stuff together. It's good stuff. Go check out her Patreon.
I put a lot of stuff together. So I have these two guys that are I've probably known them for like 17 months now or so.
Wow.
And
I like that number. It's a lucky number.
Yeah. They are like really amazing. And we've been putting all this stuff together and sharing a lot of stuff, a lot of recipes, a lot of great ingredients. And it's been really cool. Let's see, I'm trying to think of our latest stuff. I share a lot of it on Twitter. You kind of have to follow along, but then I'll share stuff on my
thing
Patreon.
Is on Twitter, it's hard for me to follow along, so I just go to Lisa's Patreon, and she's got all the good, juicy recipes out on Patreon.
And there's a lot to do with, speaking of cheese, people say that the moon is made of cheese, or that's a rumor, our thing when we were growing up as kids. Maybe
Which side? Because I've never seen the other
Everyone
side.
Take a drink, because now it's just getting weird.
Have a drink. Plus, it's happy hour. And we do have someone who likes to drink in the chat. Let's talk about the chat.
And it's 555. So perfect time to talk about
555. 5 by 5 by 5. Here we are.
Oh, and that's all fives, which is what I've been seeing, fives.
Oh.
That's it. I just want to give us a shout out to our tall Asian unicorn in the chat. He reached out to me. He did beer chicken wings. He reached out to me and he said, "Hey, you doing happy hour today?" I'm like, yeah, we're gonna be late. It's my fault. It's completely my fault because we're working on that house and all that stuff, and so we pushed it back a little bit. But big shout out to Beer Chicken Wings. He said he's gonna buy Nana a drink. Nana, get a drink. He says, I'm buying. I just saw that.
Cheers.
And there it is. Boom.
Believe in Bitcoin.
Believe.
Mm-hmm. You got to believe, everything we give power to has power.
Chat shout out. We've got Mr. Yulfang, Hankowitz, Full of Hope, Stephen Tyrell, Hodl Crypto, Blind Dave, Public.
Blind Dave, man. He's at all these events. He comes to all these events. I love it.
Long Shadow.
Go watch his channel. He's got a lot of good info.
Key, Phil C. Who else? Bear Chicken Wings. I gotta scroll. Make sure I say everybody.
Hodl Crypto, you got him?
I got Hodl Crypto. Wait, did I see?
Mary Beth just chimed in.
Hankowitz.
Mary Beth. Oh, Mary Beth's here. And Randy.
Randy, gotta love Randy. Man.
J Mac. I got Phil C. Manny.
Or J Mac? I didn't even see J Mac. Where's
Yeah,
is he
J
in
Mac. I think
Love
he's
J Mac.
driving.
Okay.
Yes. And J Mac, you weren't in earlier, or maybe you were, but you were driving. We did talk about the Oculus glasses, and we're going to start raffling or selling tickets for those next week. Very cool. Thank you for that donation. That was awesome.
Public is there, I guess.
I got Public.
Okay.
Oh, Mitchie's there, but he was on the screen
Mitch's
earlier.
been in here the whole time.
I was gonna say we saw Mitch.
We saw
Mitch is
Mitch.
We talked.
Let's see. Oh, and Westwood.
And we lost Westwood.
He flung his arms up and disconnected himself, but he'll be back. Doing chicken wings, long shadow. Yeah. Let's see. Did I get everybody? I think I got everybody.
And I'm back.
Jenny Alicia.
Jenny Alicia. Where's she from? She's not from Florida, is she?
She is the one in Jekyll Island.
That's
I
right.
remember that.
You got to
We're
remind
doing
me.
there
I'm so
next
forgetful,
year.
Litecoin Linda. I mean, Lisa. I forget everything. I'm just messing
At
with
least
you.
you're not calling me Litcoin Lisa anymore.
You didn't like it, so I stopped.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. A man's got to know his limitations sometimes, Sometimes.
Mhm. A joke can go too far. I'm trying to think of what else you missed that was like really a big deal this week. There was so much. Oh my gosh.
Missed it all.
Here's the other thing. The Maxwell trial starts on the 29th.
Mhm.
That's huge.
But the trans judge has said
Saw
that
that.
the details of it are so horrific that the general public can't see it.
Shim is even upset about it.
Him
She,
is
him is even upset about it.
which is almost like the word shit. Shim it.
Shim.
Shim it.
Shimmy,
So,
shimmy.
but the irony or the unusual thing is so that's the criminal case. Someone somehow, a pro se, which Public educated me about this, a pro se, which means you're you're representing yourself, sent out or
See, they confuse everything with Latin stuff. That's the whole deal. But
we're learning Latin. If you homeschool, you will learn Latin too.
No, that's it.
Very important.
We need to.
The meaning, and that's where Cliff, I don't want to lose my train of thought because
Let's
it's really
not
important for us to.
digress.
Yeah, okay, not digress. We're going to stay on the Maxwell thing.
All right.
The document was put out, and I posted it to my Patreon, so they have a link
It's
to
a
it.
civil suit.
It's a civil suit that has a lot of the information, and if you look at the words in it,
Oh yes.
read through it.
There-
There's a list of people, and you could look up who owns the companies. There are some people that you're like, oh, those people, but then look at who owns those companies too. But not just the people. Look at the story of what happened. And this is just one plaintiff's
27 pages of
Yeah.
document.
of the story, and then really look into the words. I don't even know what we can say the words.
There's things that like certain nouns
Actions.
that the last syllable is side, like something side.
Yes, like.
They have to do with
some of the
When
front
you
is like
live in
very small humans.
Arkansas and side, and Arkansas, yeah.
Yeah. So
Kind
anyway,
of put that together a little bit, maybe.
So there's some like really
that have to do with unborn people.
horrific acts
Anyway,
enumerated.
yeah. So
The original Island Boys were the guy that used to be a governor of Arkansas, and then Ghislaine Maxwell's guy put that together. Those are the Island Boys, the original Island Boys.
how funny that those guys are like,
Just saying.
I wonder if they're part of the movie. You know who I'm talking about? Are they to get people's attention or start being, who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I mean, they could be. I mean, this whole thing. Welcome to, I should put it over here, this banner that I have over here, the little sign we had to begin happy hour last week in Peoria. Welcome to this.
They are, because this is one of the guys that, okay. That's one of my.
You'll have to tell me later.
I'm an
Yeah.
island boy. Island boy.
And what is this word?
Jabroni.
No, don't say it out
Oh, you
loud.
can't say jabroni?
When I don't say something, that doesn't mean you say it.
You're just like,
Well, I didn't know that was a code word.
I don't even know what
That
code words are
Jason says
anymore.
that all the time.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't
Right.
say it either.
He said it before it was cool.
Mm.
I was in the country before country was cool.
Mm.
So interesting that, interesting.
Somebody needs to decode those tattoos, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Not sure.
I will send it to a friend of mine.
Might be a little something going on there.
Send it to a specialist.
I send it to one of my recipe agents.
Right, a recipe agent.
One of my
You
recipe
get
friends.
a little baker or something, you cook some stuff up and
Yeah.
figure out, what the
We're
recipe
in
is.
a cooking club.
Right.
Isn't it amazing?
It is amazing.
This is crazy
When
that
you-
we're at this point, where, we had a Second Amendment, we had a First Amendment, we've got free speech, and no, we don't, because, money has taken over, because three-letter agencies have funded these media operations into existence, and now they're putting down the hammer. I hope Santa brings a hammer this year for Christmas.
Oh,
That's
I
all
hope
I'm praying
Santa brings
for.
the hammer.
Lord,
And
bring
I
that
hope
hammer.
Christmas comes early.
I know it. Well,
Maybe
you know
Monday.
what? I'm willing to wait at this point. Bring it on Christmas. Bring it on. Bring it on the 17th of December, the 18th of December when we're in Florida. I want to see that hammer drop.
The 15th now is the new date for being out of money for the Gov.
Yeah.
They've been out of money forever. All they do
I
is
know,
creep
they
it out of
keep
nothing.
pushing
These
it down the
people are,
road.
come on, man. Yeah,
The
it's
The date where they admit it is.
yeah, right. Where, well, guess what? We can't pay you anymore. I'm sorry, your check's not going to show up.
Right.
Wow.
But we do have these CBDCs.
Oh, thank goodness. More fake money.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Save the day.
No, I'd rather have some.
Why don't we
some
just all
Litecoin at
go to-
$195?
Yeah.
That's a steal.
Open all the Monopoly. Everybody buy your kid a Monopoly game.
Right.
And we'll
And
just
read
start
the directions. The bank can't go bankrupt. They're just going to print more money. They're going to create. They put it on slips of paper. I mean, how more obvious can it be? The bank runs out of money. The printed money. Well, they're just going to create a little bit more. Just write IOUs, or that's all it is. It's an IOU to the Fed. Just get stuff in your possession. Own the things that you need to own. Don't trust somebody to own your energy. Take possession of your wealth. Be your own bank.
Westwood.
Just
Thank
saying.
you for that little nugget.
I don't even know what I'm talking about. I haven't even watched anything. It's just flowing, baby. It must be the bourbon talking.
Now I'm dying to
You have to do it on Patreon.
jump off the stream and go
I'm bullish.
dive down the Island Boy rabbit hole and
I'm bullish on this. See, I'm
and
reversed.
tonight.
Everything's inverted, so I got to go.
Coin Vigilante's here.
The Coin
Hey.
Vigilante. I'll tell you what. I am so happy.
They are coming to Florida as well. Yes.
I'm glad you're keeping up on this stuff because I lose track of everything.
Coin Vigilantes are also.
It's going to be a fabulous party.
We're
It
gonna
is.
have.
It's gonna
It
be.
may be the $100,000 Bitcoin parties that
It's coming.
Cliff was
It's-
talking
And then
about.
everybody can afford to come.
Yes.
Yep. I hope
And
so.
if we could only get Litecoin tech support to come to Florida,
I tell you what, we need to
What
get
do you
that guy.
say?
It's possible.
That guy.
it
That
might happen.
guy. We need to get him down there.
That might happen. It could happen.
He needs a big hug again.
He needs a big hug. And his
I'll
beautiful
give him
wife.
a big hug.
Yeah.
She's a
Oh,
beautiful
he's
woman.
my favorite.
He's the favorite child
He's-
of
I know
our
that.
family.
I know.
I
I
know.
know. I'm like over here
We know.
somewhere. Yeah, I know. Once
Yeah,
in a
you're
while, I
down
get to see Nana.
You're
I know.
down
I agree. I know that. I know that. I can accept that. I'm just getting kicked
We're
around. a
all
little bit.
where we rate.
You're all
I know.
behind me.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
We're all behind Johnny.
I love him though. And that's the thing. It's like you get all the hugs from Nana, and that's all right.
Well,
I'll
that's good.
vicariously get a
We
hug from
can't
Nana
do
through you.
that.
I'm good with that.
It's fine.
I need a Nana hug. I do. I need a
I-
Nana hug.
I need a hug.
Been a while.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Charlie gives good hugs.
Well, there you go.
Lisa's are pretty good too, but
And I
Charlie.
hug Charlie and I hug Lisa. So you
Yeah.
know what? I've been hugged by Nana. Recently. Then. All right. So we're good.
Everybody loves Charlie.
Everybody loves Charlie.
Lisa buys me a new dishwasher, and I think.
And then she
Charlie-
runs literally around it was my idea. I'm like, oh, I'm so excited for Mother's Day. This was a few years ago. Let's buy Mom a new dishwasher. She literally runs around my body and jumps into Charlie's arms.
She gets the pole and vaults
Thank
over.
you, Charlie. I love you so much. I'm like, really?
What am I, chopped liver?
Yeah, really.
Well, but you know I love you.
I
There's a
know.
protein shortage, so chopped liver's not so bad, Lisa.
Yeah. Have a soy chicken. It'll be fine. It has more protein.
Have a tofurkey.
A tofurkey.
That's what I ate yesterday.
Tofurkey yourself with that.
I went and tofurkeyed myself yesterday.
I bet you did.
I did. I tofurkeyed myself.
Oh, bleh.
Did. There was so much food here, it was ridiculous. You wouldn't believe it.
I could live on
I don't want to even
sides.
hear about how much food you have. Okay. So we had
Talk to me. Talk to me. One
Thanksgiving
time.
2 weeks ago because my
Yeah.
daughter and her boyfriend came.
Mhm.
And then,
Beautiful couple.
thank
They
you.
are.
couple.
They're the nicest kids.
I
They
don't
are.
have an announcement just yet, but I might soon. But so we have a mini Thanksgiving then. Then we have Thanksgiving, real Thanksgiving yesterday.
Real Thanksgiving.
Then you have all the leftovers of Thanksgiving.
Wasn't that Abraham Lincoln that declared Thanksgiving official?
Oh, maybe.
I think it
don't know.
was.
Well, that was a great.
I don't know that why you even know that. But anyway, then
I don't know if I know it. I just said it.
so
I'm
then
I'm speaking in tongues right now. Lisa.
I'm not done yet. Hold on.
Okay, I know. Go ahead.
Then we still have all the leftovers of Thanksgiving. I don't know if you guys all have that like we do at our house, but
We
like
sent a lot home.
there's still giant. No. We have it all here. And then Mom is like
Yes, the wish sticks.
thawing 2 giant roasts, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Well, Charlie loves my roast."
Back to Charlie again.
So we went back to Charlie again. We have all the Thanksgiving leftovers, and she's making giant roast so much that it doesn't fit in the crock pot. She had
Come
to
on.
for a quart.
this giant kettle thing out.
Oh, but I had to put potatoes and carrots and onions and Charlie really likes it though, and he likes.
And
the
it's
leftovers.
only the 4 of us here. Well, Jenna, my favorite niece, came over, and so Jenna came over. So at least there's 5 of us. But I'm like, oh my God, we
You're like,
don't need-
Lord.
yeah, Lord, Nana.
Well, I don't get it.
Lord, how much meat?
I
do
know
we
this
need?
is why we need to have a meetup here so Nana can cook for everyone.
That would be awesome. I would love to
I
have
know it's
Yeah.
insane.
Next year, we're picking
it's
dates.
her love
you know.
language. Yes,
I
next
know,
year
I know we're going to Ohio. I know we'll be coming back to Illinois. I mean,
we have
so
to go to
we're
Jekyll
gonna-
Island.
Jekyll
we have
Island
to go
would
to
be
St. Louis.
awesome. Got to go to St. Louis, see Ben.
Helix Solutions.
Absolutely. I mean,
We're gonna
we
do
got
one
so many
there.
places. It's filling up
We're gonna
quick,
go out
peeps.
Six and Amy in Arizona.
Oh my gosh.
So we've got a few
love
on
it.
the list. Yeah.
I'm going to travel. Digibug's
you're-
going on the road.
Did you?
I think we might have to drag it some places. We'll get like a little 2-wheel. We'll get a 2-wheel like
Oh yeah, I know. what
trailer
you're talking
thing.
about, where
I'm
you could
taking the
put on-
scooter on the road.
Yeah, you could like hook it behind the truck.
The scooter's going on the road right there.
That might be.
I'll put it in the
there
front.
you go. There you go.
Put it in the front. Right.
Put her in a truck. We'll bring it with us.
Yeah. Well, hey, we'll make it happen.
There you go.
I've been there every time. Lisa's like, what time are you going to be there? I'm like, 10:15. I'll be there. I get there at like 10:50.
Oh my God, I was so mad at you.
I said 10:50.
No, you did not.
I think I did.
You didn't speak it and misspeak. You
You
texted.
said- you know what? It's the problem is that voice to speach, the speach to text or whatever it
No,
is. I don't know
your
technology.
parents
so
were there
it
before
messed it
you
up.
were there.
I said 10:50.
No. Your parents were there before you were.
Well, they're always early though.
Well,
Yeah.
Kathy and Pops, love
They
you.
want to get. They don't want to be.
Thank you for being
they don't wanna be late.
responsible and being there on time and early. I love you very much.
What'd you think of the
Little
cabin?
Camilla was there.
What'd you think of the first cabin? The first cabin on the Westwood property. The cabin out
Oh, I
back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
One of many to come.
One of many.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna have
Wow.
cabins all over this place. We got condos and cabins. We're gonna have all this stuff, and all the peeps are gonna come, and we're gonna have
I
like
think
a
it's going to be
freaking
amazing.
Woodstock,
It
a
already-
crypto stock.
Yeah, it already is amazing. Everybody has a great time there. Everybody
Crypto
feels
stock
safe
stocked up
there,
with
loved,
Tito's.
welcome. We were out there partying. I loved the vigilantes, had a great time. We had like so much fun. Every generation can like feel welcome, safe,
I know.
fun.
I felt like I was young again. You know, I'm like,
Yeah,
awesome.
I felt young and cool again.
I know. I did too. Dancing it
Maybe
up.
it's a time warp thing. Like you go in there and you're just like everybody's young and having fun. Charlie was doing the splits and
He was doing
dancing.
the splits right here.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Oh my
crazy.
God.
Yeah. No. He's
It's
so
good.
mad.
Good time.
Good time.
Under the laser lights. Gotta love it.
All right. I
Litecoin's
guess
the
we
right
gotta-
coin. Oh, you know, I just
What
wanna
is
say that.
Litecoin right now?
Cheap on sale. Oh, it was
Things are
195. Now it's 200. Yeah.
And we kind of took a dive today. Yesterday was kind of nice. But
No, he said it's 200.
bad?
It's 200 right now.
it's still a
It's
good
up it's
buy.
up $5 since we started.
Oh, well.
We got a
can't beat
Westwood
that.
pump. We got a Westwood pump
Pump
going
it,
on.
pump it.
Pump it, baby.
The
Pump
happy
it.
hour pump. Pump
Happy
it,
hour
pump it.
pump. You got
All right,
it.
guys, please consider coming to Florida. I think it's going to be like an epic meetup.
I think so. You can see Westwood without his shirt on, getting a tan in
Oh
Florida.
my.
Well, it's
Yeah.
worth that for sure.
Oh my.
I don't know. It'll be something you'll never forget. Let's just say that.
Yeah. We're also going to have some special opportunities that are available. We're also going to have some special opportunities that are only available to Patreon members. Possibly the boat cruise.
I gotta lose some weight.
Yeah. So we're looking into that.
I'll tell
I
you
think
what, I'd love to go on a boat cruise.
Fix
I'm an
an
Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius, you know. I'm an Aquarius, you know, so that water, you know, getting out there on the water, it's so peaceful, you know, and being with good people, being with people,
Yeah.
you know, that are just awesome. And there's gonna be a lot of awesome people there. A lot of people who believe in freedom. And I love the fact that
Trying to
me
get
and Dix
Snippy.
want to
I'm
go.
pretty sure Snippy will come because he lives
Snippy
like,
needs to
right
go.
there in Tampa, and he was really excited. JC had me on his show when we were trying to let people know about the Dallas meetup, and I were telling him about future events, and I told Snippy we were doing one in St. Petersburg, and he was like all excited. And so I think that's not confirmed. I don't want to shill
Nah,
or
right.
whatever.
We don't do that.
Snippy to confirm, but I think he'll come over. Bix is over there and stuff. So
Well, the thing is,
We'll
if
get
he doesn't, I'm gonna go and I'll get in the little helicopter and I'm gonna say I'm gonna fly this over to the meetup, and he'll say, "All right, I'm going," because he knows I'm
it
gonna be
is
seeing the weight limit.
it is at the hangar, so he might be able
Well,
to
he
fly
should.
in.
It's at the hangar in St. Petersburg, right next to the Salvador Dali Museum. And I know I keep bringing that up because, you know, we're living in that time where everything's like melting around us, like Salvador Dali's paintings. It's right outside, right next door to the hangar in St. Pete. You know, I mean, it's gonna be a good meetup. I mean,
and we're
it's
going to
cold
go
here today.
next door
I'm
and,
wearing shorts and flip flops, you know, like I
at the
always do.
class. We're going to go next door and
Where are we going for the class?
feed
Is it
that
gonna-
monster.
Is it gonna be right
I
there at the
I think
hangar?
we're either doing the class at the hangar or an undisclosed location that I
I
will.
was in St.
let you know.
Petersburg 60 years ago. I bet it's
Really?
changed. 60 years ago. Yeah.
Oh, come on. You're only 59. How the hell's that happen? Was another life?
My mother
Wait,
was
I thought you said I was 62. So.
Well, no. I mean, 26.
How's
I
that happen?
It's
don't
getting
know. I'm
complicated.
dyslexic, so, you know, I get confused with numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your excuse for being late to the last happy hour. Mhm.
Yeah. And this one and the other one. And yeah. You need to send me the details because I don't know where I'm going in December. I just know I'm
Well,
going south.
it's kind of, I'm trying to decide
Okay.
on this part.
All right. I'll tell you what, I'll be happy in like as long as we have an outhouse, I'm good. I'm good.
We're not going there. That was a one-time thing that I allowed the bathroom talk. One time.
All right.
No bathroom dog.
Rule number one,
All right.
No
No
number
bathroom talk. Number 2, no shaming. No drunk shaming.
no drunk shaming.
Yeah, no
That's
drunk shaming.
A
All right,
rule,
gotcha.
a rule. All right.
Okay.
We
All
love
right,
you
rules.
guys. Thank you for joining us in the chat. Hankowitz.
Love you all. Thank you for being here.
Earlier,
happy
didn't we?
Friday.
Yes, everybody. Okay. I'm gonna make sure I always give everybody
We're very
a shout out.
thankful
We love
for
our
everyone for being here.
community. Yeah. and hope to see you guys at the Florida meetup. And please consider joining us on Patreon.
If you're anywhere near California or the West Coast, get to Florida.
Get the hell out of California. Oh my God.
Get to Florida.
Get to Florida. Get to
Right.
Florida. All right. Love you guys. We will talk to you soon. And we'll see you Monday. We'll have lots of crypto news. I'm excited. I've already been sending articles to Mame and lots of great stuff happening. AMC, the president of AMC Theaters, got BitPay to accept Shiba.
Are you buying and selling cryptos on the same laptop that you're using to browse the internet, read your email, and visit social media sites? If so, you're exposing your cryptos to theft. Whenever you're online, you're at risk of getting hacked and having your identity stolen. How would you feel if someone stole all of your cryptos? What would that do to your finances? Guard your cryptos with a safe and secure laptop from Calyx Solutions. Each laptop is set up just for you and your cryptos, and then we walk you through exactly how it works. Don't risk the security of your cryptos. Order a crypto laptop from Calyx Solutions now to secure your crypto future. Learn more at calyxsolutions.io.